Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to wrap up our series on the contest diet ladder, making sure that you can reach your ultimate success through this whole process by talking about the very top level, which to me would be micronutrition or vitamin intake, supplements, all of those things that you take just to make sure that your diet and your performance is where it should be. So I think this is pretty common. I think a lot of lists I see like this, Adam, do include these at the very top, kind of that last step. And I would say, just from, first of all, the vitamin perspective, I'm a proponent, even though I see a lot of research showing that we need less and less of certain things if you have a higher quality diet. But I still think it makes sense to at least rotate some, not just a multivitamin mineral, but some other things that you may need. It's been very in vogue in the last few years for people to, have their vitamin D levels checked and be deficient. So do you differ in that opinion at all?
No, I think it's really good if you have blood work to be able to look at that with a client, especially pre-prep. If they're already low in vitamin D, we know they're naturally probably going to get low through the prep as well. Or if they're iron's another big one. I see calcium, magnesium, zinc. I think one of my staples probably still to this day is a multivitamin. I think everyone should take one. I know me and you are both very close to the Core Nutritionals brand, and I suggest that to almost all of my clients as a staple.
I like to vary sources, and so I have a handful of vitamin companies I like. I try and stick to the most plant-based organic things we can, because there is some risk. Vitamins are coming from plants which are close to the soil, and that's where we also get heavy metals. So a lot of people can end up testing high in arsenic and lead, and a lot of vitamin companies have been completely obliterated by random lab assays that show them to have massive toxicity in those things. So it is important that you have a company you can trust that has that kind of white paper lab assay work that you can reference on their site. But I take my vitamin supplementation a little bit less seriously than I might have 20 years ago, just because of all the research showing how too high of levels can hurt you. Vitamin C, great for immunity and being very anti-cancer, but higher levels can cause cancer. Vitamin E, great for heart health and reducing cardiac risk ratios, but too much vitamin E can increase your risk of stroke and heart disease. So, this is where I like to not only vary my sources, but I don't necessarily take them every day. I'll say, I took my vitamins for a couple of days in a row. I'll take a day or two off, let those receptor sites kind of wash out and re-regulate. But let's move into some of the other supplementation things, Adam, because you mentioned Core. We know Doug Miller, and I know First Form and all kinds of other credible companies put a lot of time and effort into creating what they think are effective, safe supplements. So how do you even approach this subject with clients?
Yeah, usually with symptoms, and I never advertise as a cure, but something to help with that. So let's say they're getting brain fog. There's a phospholipid called phosphatidylserine that's in their core heart. And this has helped my clients' work performance just when they're getting tired and they're, just in a cloud while they're at work. And then ashwagandha has been a great adaptogen that a lot of my clients have used, and that just happens to be in the core heart as well. Sleep, just like our last rung of the ladder, can sometimes be impacted, funny enough, when you're hungry. So their ZZZ has been excellent for my clients that struggle with that. But I never try to sell them on that unless they present me with a problem and say this might help. And that, I think that's what's important, is making sure there's an issue to address. And, someone saying, well, I'm not sleeping well, that could mean a lot of different things where, well, maybe your bedroom temperature is too high, or maybe your partner snores, or your pets are up prancing around on the bed. I know that happens to us a lot. And, things like that. So making sure you're addressing, well, what can we do to make all of these things better?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And one of the things that I like to do too is help people understand the anecdotal evidence can be valuable. So like you said, try something. And instead of trying 20 new supplements, try one thing at a time, see if you notice an effect. Do your homework, do some research, see if there are real studies. I just did a consultation for a supplement company that had unbelievably false claims on their label. And I said, I cannot endorse this. I mean, it's just wrong. And they sent me the studies. And I said, your study doesn't make any sense. You compared this to tap water. That's your study? And so, I mean, a lot of people are going to be pushing things toward you with a lot of promise, and that's not where you want to spend your time and money and even risk your health if it's not true. So hope this helps. Is just at least the top rung of the ladder, guys. We got the whole series behind us now, at least to give you some ideas to make sure you're creating that entire contest prep experience that will lead you to your results. So appreciate your time and effort, Adam, and all this. You're always bringing up some great ideas, so thank you for that. And we'll see you guys next time in Contest Prep University.